Yo, how's it going, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Down Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, and down in my left corner is Jaylen. How's it going, buddy?
Great, man, great.
So today we are going to be talking about the possibility of Ed Reed becoming a Bears coach. I would like to say Jaylen has now posted 3 times in the last 24 hours, so you can follow him at @ChicagoBears_only on Instagram. And you can also follow me at @ShyBearsNews. We're posting a ton in the offseason, and when Mitchell Trubisky comes back to social media, Jaylen also comes back to social media. So
I'll make a promise on the offseason post for me, but I'll try.
Yeah, he's going to try. We're all going to try. So you can follow our Instagrams. Those are down in the description. And you can also follow the podcast on social media at BearDown on Twitter and Instagram. So go follow us, but let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about Ed Reed. Some people thought he could actually be the secondaries coach for the Bears, or the defensive backs coach, but turns out that's not the case. Deshaun Townsend was hired a couple days ago as the defensive backs coach for the Bears. If I can read you a little bit about him, he was drafted in the 4th round of the 1998 NFL Draft by the Steelers. He spent most of his career with the Steelers between 1998 and 2009, and then spent 1 year with the Colts. Two-time Super Bowl champion with the Steelers. He had a pretty good career as a cornerback throughout the league, and he was the assistant secondary coach last year for the New York Giants. But he's not who we're here to talk about. Actually, we can talk about him for a second if you want to, but we're here to talk about Ed Reed being his possible assistant, and if that's going to be a good hire or not for the Bears if we were to bring in Ed Reed. Some people thought he could be the defensive backs coach himself. I always thought that he was going to be a secondary. He has a ton of ties to Chuck Pagano and just worked for Chuck Pagano at the Senior Bowl, so it makes sense. Jaylen, what do you think of Ed Reed coming on the staff?
Well, like you were talking about at the NFLPA Bowl, like they were mic'd up, and him and Chuck Pagano were just having themselves a blast, and that was making me think, what if they can do this not for a college bowl game, but actually a NFL Super Bowl, and how that would be, especially if a person like Eddie Jackson gets a pick, Chuck Pagano and Ed Reed just going crazy. So I would love Ed Reed to come here and work with Eddie Jackson, Adrian Amos if he resigns. People like Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan, Kevin Tolliver. Hopefully he can turn to Kevin Tolliver into a decent corner in this league.
Totally, and I want to ask you. I don't know much about Deshaun Townsend. He's a bit too old for you and I, but out of what you've seen from him and out of what you know about his career, do you think he'll be good as a secondaries coach?
To be honest, not really. I have no idea.
I assume I haven't really looked into it. I assume he has some sort of tie to Chuck Pagano, and that's why Chuck Pagano ended up bringing him in. But looking at him, he was a career. He defended guys such as Larry Fitzgerald in the Super Bowl, and some other good receivers throughout his career. Guys like Reggie Wayne, I know when he was on the Colts, and some other guys. So I'm sure he'll bring some valuable advice. Now, I posted earlier this week about Ed Reed on Instagram. It's probably like my most liked post ever, and it's probably also, other than like Kareem Hunt stuff, one of my most controversial posts ever, because a lot of the comments I'm getting are saying, hey, Ed Reed, he was an incredible player, he's a Hall of Famer, don't get me wrong there, but a lot of people don't believe that he's going to be able to bring it as a coach in the league. What do you think about people who say that?
You never know until it happens, because you can't judge a person. You can't judge the book by its cover, If you look at it in any time, like if you look at Tariq Cohen and you think, oh, he's too little to be in the NFL, and once you see him actually play in the NFL game, you can see he's very great at what he does. So you can't judge a book by a cover unless you've actually been in the Giants or Bills or Jets organization and seen that while he can't coach, you can't really speak on it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, look into 505 likes on that Ed Reed post.
Yeah, totally. Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
You said it was one of your most liked posts, and I went to go see how many likes you have.
Yeah, it's got a lot. Yeah, likes. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think the only post I have that has more likes is when I met Taylor Gabriel. That guy has like 600.
Followers than you, I've never got over 200 likes.
Well, I've been posting a lot, and the hashtags are big. I will say the hashtags are big. But as far as that comment goes, people saying like, hey, Ed Reed, the playing won't translate to the coaching. When you think about it, he could be a horrible coach, and first off, there's no harm in signing him to a coaching deal, especially if he's an assistant. He'll definitely bring some great advice from his playing days for young guys like Eddie Jackson, hopefully Bryce Callahan and Adrian Amos, Kyle Fuller, Kevin Tolliver, guys like that. He'll have some great advice for them. And if he's a terrible coach, he's a terrible coach. I know he's going to bring some good stories to help these guys mature and grow. And if it doesn't work out, heck, we can fire him. So overall, would you like us to bring on Ed Reed if you're Ryan Pace and Pagano's telling you, hey, I think this would be a good ad? Are you signing him or are you looking elsewhere?
I'm looking for a pen and I'm looking for paper. I'm giving him the contract right away, no doubt about it.
Yep, same here. Well, this will pretty much be a short episode. We just wanted to talk a little bit about what we think about Ed Reed and a little bit about Deshaun Townsend. There's not much to know about him, so I guess we'll see how that goes heading into training camp and stuff. I would like to say Parth is going to be starting his own series called Parth's Position Review. First episode of that will be up tomorrow. Probably be posting that every Wednesday. And that'll be his own series, and hopefully Jaylen and I will start doing our own series soon. One of us will probably take on the NFL draft and another take on free agency, but still expect to see a lot of videos together for us. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this one. If you did enjoy, please make sure to do us a favor, smash a like on this video and subscribe. We're at 192 subscribers. We're probably going to do a little giveaway, something small when we hit 200. Obviously pushing for 1K, and hopefully we can get to like 500 this offseason. So we're grinding. We are grinding very hard. Once again, you guys can find both of our Bears fan pages down in the description, and you can follow the podcast on all platforms at Bear Down. That'll pretty much do it for this one, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode. I would like to say 8 episodes in a row, 8 days straight for us. The grind does not stop. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bear Down Chicago. Peace.